guys, welcome back to my channel. I've actually had a few friends of mine, subscribers as well, ask for a just everyday makeup routine. Nothing, don't want to use an eyeshadow palette, want to be quick, kind of out the door really fast, want to be able to use multiple products for multiple reasons. So I figured we'd do that today. Like last video, I'm probably gonna go ahead and get my foundation and concealer and powder on, probably my brows too, just to, save some time. That way you're not having to just watch me apply my foundation. I'm gonna go through the product list real quick. So I'm gonna be using, again, my VDL Perfecting Last foundation. Love that stuff because it has SPF in it. My Hydrating Camo Concealer from E.L.F. I'm going to be using, just going to be priming my face. You can use any kind of primer. I like to use a blurring and filling primer just for my pore area. Helps the foundation not be able to settle into my pores, kind of. Gives you a smooth canvas. I'm going to be curling my lashes. That's pretty basic. Going to be using my Photo Focus translucent powder from Wet n Wild to set my face. And I'll probably go ahead and do my brows as well with my E.L.F. Instant Lift brow pencil. So if you're interested in seeing a quick makeup look with a little trick in there as well, just stay tuned and we'll hop right in. Okay, and we are back. Again, I just did my foundation, my concealer, I set my face with my powder, curled my lashes, and did my brows. So just quick run through on the products again. This is my foundation. It is VDL Perfecting Last Foundation, SPF 30. This is actually I believe it's a Korean brand. You can get it, I think, through Ulta and Sephora, but you can actually get it a lot cheaper through Yes Style. I actually heard about Yes Style from another YouTuber that I enjoy watching, and I think it comes directly from Korea, so you save a little bit of money just ordering it there. My E.L.F. Hydrating Camo Concealer just under the eyes to brighten everything up. Set my face with my Wet n Wild Photo Focus translucent powder. Curled my lashes, any old eyelash curler works just fine. And my E.L.F. Instant Lift brow pencil to fill and shape my brows. So if we're gonna go ahead and hop into this quick and simple everyday makeup look, what I do on an everyday basis, if I don't want to do anything, a 3-color method, 2-color method on my eyes, then this is usually my go-to, just to have a little bit of something without being a big fuss. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be a twofer on this product. So I just use any bronzer. This bronzer that I have right now is the PUR Cosmetics Bronzing Act. This is what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like, and the color that I have is Matte Bronzer Light. So this right here is the product. It's a little bit of a marbled look inside of it. So I usually just grab any old eyeshadow brush, any kind of fluffy brush, and we're going to dip into that, tap off the excess, and we're gonna go right into the crease, just with our bronzer. It's just gonna add a little bit of depth, a little bit of dimension. I might have to tap back into it because I might have not gotten enough where I can blend this out. But again, just right into the crease. Just like our other videos, you can feel where your crease is whenever you put your brush against your eyelid. And you're just gonna windshield wiper motions just to bronze up the crease. A little bit more. And again, this is just, if you're not wanting to do any kind of crazy eyeshadow look, if you don't want to use an eyeshadow palette with multiple colors, if you don't have an eyeshadow palette with multiple colors, most people tend to have a bronzer because they'll use it on their cheeks to create more of a cheekbone by creating that shadow there on their cheeks. So, going on the other eye, again, just windshield wiper motions, circular motions sometimes, just so you can blend that out. And again, it's just gonna create a little bit of a depth there. I always like this trick of using bronzer kind of as my eyeshadow, because it looks like you put in a lot of effort and it's not really a lot of effort. It's pretty simple. So again, just windshield wiper motions, just creating that depth there in that crease. Good. Alrighty, so again, that was our bronzer and a fluffy brush. You can use any kind of fluffy brush. I just like this one because since it's a two-toned bristle, the tip of the bristle is usually softer. So let's go now in with our special little trick, and you're gonna look like you have eyeshadow on, or at least a little bit of eyeshadow, but it's not eyeshadow. So you can use any color of pencil in this case. Today I'm using the BH Cosmetics Power Pencil in the color Shimmer Teal. I actually just checked online a couple of days ago on the Power Pencils, and they only have black, brown, and like a royal blue now. I don't know why they got rid of some of their colors, but again, you can use any brand, any pencil, any color, whatever you want to use. I just like this one because it's gonna go with my outfit today. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this pencil and we're gonna run it right along the lash line pretty tight. We don't wanna go up crazy like it's an actual eyeshadow. We're just gonna run right along that upper lash line, and it's gonna create the look that we have on an eyeshadow, or at least a little bit of color with not a lot of effort. So I'm probably gonna have to get kind of close to my mirror because I can't see it really far away, but that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go right along that upper lash line, right next to the lashes, and line our eyes. Here we go. And again, you can use any color whenever you do this. Even, I know a lot of people line their eyes anyway on top with black. Same principle, just maybe a little thicker, but it's gonna show up a little more just because it's color, so it's gonna look like somewhat of an eyeshadow. So, see, and that's it. Pretty simple, and then once we add the mascara, it'll just kind of complete the look. So we're gonna go, and my hand will probably block it just because I'm right-handed. I'm not ambidextrous. I can't use both hands, so I have to cross over to do my other eye. And one thing I love about, and it sucks because they don't have these pencils anymore, but one thing about these pencils are so creamy, they don't tug on your eye at all. Like how fast I did that, I couldn't have done that probably with previous pencils that I've had in the past. BH makes really good pencils. NYX makes really good pencils. You can find that at Ulta. I think they actually just launched a new line that are supposed to be a lot creamier than previous pencils that they've had in the past, and I think it's called like Epic Wear Liner Pencil. And again, you can find NYX at, I think you can find it at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Ulta. But again, it's drugstore price, so you don't have to break the bank just to get a colored pencil. So next we're gonna go in with just tried and true black eyeliner pencil, and I'm going to tight line my eyes on my waterline just really fast. Again, I know you're not supposed to tug on your eye, but I'm just not that talented. I can't tight line my eyes without pulling them down. So again, just tight lining my eyes real quick. I have a fan on in here because I'm a little warm, but it's making my eye water because the fan is blowing air in my eye, but it'll subside. It'll go away. All right, so there we are. Tight lined our eyes with black. So now let's go ahead and do our bronzer on our cheeks. We'll finish the eyes out last. Whoop, I have an eyelash. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with that bronzer. So again, we've already used one product for two purposes. So we're gonna get our big fluffy bronzer brush, however you wanna use it, tap off the excess, and we're just going to kind of bronze up the face. Make us look like we have a little bit of definition, make us look like we lost a little bit of weight in our cheeks. I don't add excess product to the brush. I always bring it down around my jawline to create a shadow of a more cut jawline. And then I bring it down my neck just a little bit. And then I hop back in there just really quick. I don't get a lot of excess product on there. And then, again, this is not new information that I'm providing, but I go along my hairline over my forehead where the sun would naturally hit my face, just to kind of warm up the face. Okay, looks pretty good. Alrighty, so next what we're gonna do is we are going to blush up the cheeks. And again, not a new product. It's a product I use all the time, Ciate London. Again, I think I got this in a boxy charm. So we're going to dip in and we're gonna be using an angled brush. See how this brush is cut at an angle? Makes it a lot easier to apply blush. It would be a little more difficult to apply blush if we had like a puffy brush like this, because the angle would actually work against you. You would have to maneuver that brush at a weird angle in order to get a good blush application. But with this, you just hold the brush straight and blush up. Back in. Blush up the cheeks. And I'm kind of overlapping where I had put that bronzer and where I'm putting my blush, just so everything kind of blends in together nicely. That way we don't have a stark line of like, oh, okay, this is where bronzer went, this is where blush went. So everything kind of blends together nicely, looks a little seamless. And we'll do highlighter last because it's my favorite part. So now we're going to go into lashes. And I actually recently discovered that if you use a tinier mascara wand for your bottom lashes, if you're a person that is, you don't have very big or very long bottom lashes, if you use a tinier brush, it can actually grab the lashes a lot better. So take a look at this. See how that's so tiny compared to, let's see, sorry, I had to get my other tube out. See how that's so, and this is still a pretty precise brush, but it's such a bigger bristle tip than one you can use for your bottom lashes. I think Maybelline makes one that's called, I think it's called Lash Discovery. You can get it at the drugstore, anywhere Maybelline products are sold, Walmart, Rite Aid, CVS, Walgreens, Ulta. But see how, like, that was so easy to grab those bottom lashes with such a much tinier brush. So, just doing a quick bottom lash application. And since I have fair skin and red hair, my eyebrows and eyelashes are kind of non-existent. So I have to, use extra product to work with what I got to make it look a little better. Oh, my hair is going a little crazy right there. All right, so now we're gonna hop in with regular mascara for our top lashes. And again, this would be a lot faster if I wasn't explaining what I was doing. So imagine yourself doing these same steps, even minus some steps if you don't want to use a certain product. But imagine yourself in the morning, if you're getting ready for work, not having to explain what you're doing, and it would be a pretty quick makeup application. Pretty fast. So, going back in. It's always so hard for me to make my eyelashes look the same on both eyes. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world that has that problem, but one eye I have to concentrate on a little more. I don't know if it's the way I sleep at night and it like smashes my eyelashes so they grow different. I'm just not sure, but I always have to focus more whenever I apply mascara to one eye versus the other. It is what it is. Alrighty, I think we're pretty good there. A couple coats of mascara. And so see how that kind of just, it looks like I put a lot of effort in to putting color or, you know, product on my eye, and it was just bronzer and an eyeliner. Like, I just think that's pretty cool. So, let's go ahead and hop into highlighter real quick. If I can find my brush, here we go. I'm gonna be using just a skinny but fluffy, like a highlighting brush. I mean, there are no rules when it comes to brushes unless a brush is specifically made for, like, this is a foundation brush specifically, but there's no rules whenever it comes to brushes. If a certain brush that's probably made for eyes, for whatever reason, made for your eyes, if it works good on your face to like contour your nose and stuff, there's no rules. It's not like there's makeup police that are gonna be like, well, that's not the way you're supposed to use that brush. You can use a brush any way you want. So, I mean, I even know people that would probably use this as an eyeshadow brush, but to me, that's too big because I don't have as much of a surface area on my eyes because they're smaller. I don't have as much of a surface area to use this brush because it would deposit so much product. But anyway, so I'm gonna be using a skinny but fluffy brush for my highlight, and I'm gonna be using Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the color Charming Pink. This is what the product looks like. Pop it open, this is what the product looks like. You can tell I really like this highlighter. So, we're going to swirl that around in here, get a little bit of product, tap off the excess, and just right at the top of the cheekbone. Some people like to use highlighter, some people don't. Totally up to you. Makeup, again, doesn't have any rules. There's no makeup police. So, if you want to skip this step, if you don't like to use highlighter, by all means, skip this step and don't use highlighter. I just like it because it adds a little something extra. And who doesn't like a little sparkle? And I'm bringing that kind of up around my eye, just so it doesn't stop right here. I just bring it up like this, just to add a little continuity so it flows. And some people like to do this, some people don't. I like to bring my highlighter down my nose and across the tip of my nose just a little bit. I just think it looks cute. So, okay, I think we're highlighted. And I don't know if I don't know if the light can catch it. I can see it just because I know what I'm looking for, but right here, if you can see how that, I don't know, I really don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm hoping it catches the light. We're working with natural light today, so. Alrighty, so that's pretty much it. I'm not a big lipstick person. I don't like having to reapply all the time, so usually I go for like a lip balm or a clear lip gloss. I'm gonna be using This is just like it's like a lip balm that works with the pH of your body. It's from Smashbox. I got it for free. And Custom Glow Lip Balm is what it's called. I don't know, Mindful 5. So it looks pretty intense pink, but I don't think that's how it's gonna apply. Just a little bit of lip balm, because colder weather kind of dries you out. So throw that on there and see, you can kind of already tell it's changing. It's changing the color of my lips. Pretty pink. So anyway, but that's pretty much it. So imagine if I weren't explaining everything I was doing. That could be, you know, a quick 10-minute look. I mean, if you're fast with your foundation, if you're fast with your concealer, throw on your brows, bronzer in the crease, eyeliner across the top, bronze up the face, blush, out the door. You're good to go. Oh, mascara as well. And you're good to go. But that's what I do on like a regular day-to-day basis if I'm just wanting to throw a little bit of makeup on, just to kind of even out my skin tone. I don't always use this color, obviously. Sometimes I could go even without the eyeliner. Throw bronzer in the crease and it looks like I've got a little bit of depth to my eye. But that's pretty much it. I think that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed that quick eyeliner tip to be like eyeshadow without the major effort of using an eyeshadow palette for your eyes. And yeah, I think it turned out pretty good for a quick little look. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video or any of my other videos in my playlist, consider subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.